I'm about to say no cleaning for Robin. Hey man,
It's the total contact. Yeah,
the
it's
saturation and coverage.
Yeah.
I even spray the ass area.
Station of choice for black audiences in the Los Angeles media market and beyond. The survey also revealed that the vast majority of black audiences are concerned about the lack of black-owned media and are more likely to listen to talk radio that focuses on issues that impact the black community. For some reason, the other talk stations haven't quite figured that out.
If you think about KFI, well, KFI only has like a 3% black listenership. 3%. So there's a good 97% out there to support a station like KBLA.
At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black. Your black. Your black.
Come on, man. The fuck?
It's Kobe particles.
Hey, so I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, just 'cause heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We start to fuss and fight every day and night. Please give some advice so we can see the light. See the light.
When I was doing research for this, one of the things that struck me as incredibly insightful, and I wish I had known a long time ago, was you said behind every criticism,
There's a wish. Yeah.
Can you expand on that and explore that with us for a little
Yeah,
bit?
why don't you ask me a question about my new podcast, for example, right? That would be, I actually would like you to talk with me about my new podcast, but I won't say that, right? Why don't you bring me flowers? Why didn't you say good morning? Why didn't you thank me when I did? Why, what is actually, what am I saying? I'm saying, I wished you had thanked me. I wished you had noticed that I bought you this new suit. I wished you had, shown me your appreciation for, I wished. But if I say I wished, I have to put myself out there. It means I want something, and I can be refused. I can be rejected. I can be not heard. And that, in a relationship that is not secure, I will defend against that. I don't want to show you that side of me. So instead of saying what I want, I'll say what you didn't do. That's the criticism. What you didn't do and what's wrong with you is safer in some bizarre way than to tell you what is special about me and what I would have wanted.
Is that selfish?
No, I don't think it's selfish per se. I think it's
Because
very...
you're valuing yourself over the relationship by doing that, aren't you? By putting it out there, you're saying in a way, and maybe I get this wrong, so correct me. In a way, by putting it out there and being vulnerable, you're saying us is more valuable than, what I'm feeling and my vulnerability. And when you hold it in and you're unwilling to be vulnerable and you're just criticizing, isn't that saying that right now, at this particular moment, I'm valuing myself more than I'm valuing this relationship?
No, I would put it to you differently. I'm saying that you didn't do something because I actually really, it's very interesting. I'm going to try to explain this to you. It's not about being selfish. It's actually about feeling not worthy enough. I actually believe on some level that maybe you really don't care about me. Or that I'm not loved, or more, that I'm not lovable. And because of that fundamental lack of sense of self-worth, I say, you didn't do this, rather than say, I'm not sure I deserve to get this. I'm not sure you love me enough to want to do this for me. I'm not sure that I'm good enough a person to even deserve to have this. And that's why I put it on you.
That makes sense.
Do you get it? It's a...
Here we go. Boy, the weekends, man, can't get over soon enough. I'll be ready to have these discussions, man. And we have another heater. Welcome to the Voice of Reason on KBLA Talk 1580. We've got another heater. The Pandemic Partner Toolbox. A deeper look at the do's and don'ts of trying to correct your partner. Is your partner perfect and you're not somehow? Do you have a partner that's constantly complaining about what you could do better? Do you have a partner that absolutely lets nothing slide? Anything that they can complain about, it's almost like a birthday gift, a Christmas gift. Thank you for this. I get to criticize you some more. Deep topic tonight. How do you politely correct your spouse? Most spouses, I'm not saying all, some but not all, most spouses are in the rightaholic business, right? If they're right, they're not going to take their foot off the pedal. I'm right. Like literally, I'm right this time. I definitely get to scrape you because I'm right. Oh man, this is going to be good. Can constantly correcting your spouse be seen as disrespectful? Is it your job to correct them? Do you think you're supporting them by criticizing them in a negative way? Can you build them up in a supportive and constructive way that doesn't look, sound, and feel like criticism, like nagging, like complaining? When is the right time and the right place to check/correct your partner? Definitely not in the Walmart checkout. I don't do it at Walmart. Come on, don't do me now. How do you ask someone to correct their behavior? If you find that their behavior is offensive or disruptive or disrespectful, how do you pull somebody you love to the side and say, yo, we need some behavior modification? How do you say it? Because it's coming from you, it's going to feel different. Why is it that our partners take what we say and our contribution so different than the way they take it from other people? Especially at work, they tend to take it at work. 1-800-920-1580. I want to know, are you with the pedantic partner? One who is constantly complaining day in and day out? My brother, Tony Massey, has joined the show yet again to give us his insights, his thoughts.
This was not the topic.
Merry Christmas.
Set me up again, man.
Hey, man,
Falling for the banana tailpipe.
come on, brother. Come on. What are your thoughts?
Man, don't you need to come forward?
I ain't got to come forward just yet.
This is something else, man. Because this brings into the conversation roles and responsibilities when it comes to relationships.
Here we go.
It's about timing. It's about delivery. It's about all of it. It's about deciding, is this issue worth even
The war.
right? Is this battle going to cost me the war? My grandfather used to say, you could be right on the couch or wrong in your bed. It's your choice. You know what I mean? It's all about choice. You know, where do you want to sleep tonight? But I do think that there is a responsibility. I would even use the word obligation for a partner to correct their partner, because we've discussed this on more than one occasion on your show. The relationships are mirrors,
Right.
so no one is going to see you in the way that your partner does.
Correct.
So who better to give you correction than someone who sees you, that intimacy. You can't hide from them.
But what if the correction is coming from envy, from jealousy,
Which is where I
from
think-
competition?
Which is where I think a lot of correction comes from. If I'm keeping it a whole buck. There's very few times I think we correct things that are not, things that we don't, like you always do this, and it's because I never get a chance to do that, right? You every time you do this, it's because I never get a chance to do it myself, and so then I feel the need to correct your behavior because I'm envious of my inability to match it.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're kind of special at what you do, and I haven't found the special sauce in what I do yet.
Right.
Ooh-wee. 1-800-920-1580, the voice of reason, already on fire. How do you respectfully respond to your spouse who constantly corrects and criticizes you? When we come forward, we're going to the phone line. It's going to be on fire tonight.
The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings will disappear.
Wait till y'all hear this playlist.
Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
We had 700-800 people live watching earlier today.
Newspaper in the state of California with a distribution of over 50,000 copies weekly. Pick up a copy every Thursday to get the latest.
Everybody
news
hit the
on
like button. Get in here.
African
Oh, the
American
likes are
communities.
equal. Good job.
With what's going on in Los Angeles and
What up,
surrounding
everybody?
cities by going to
Let's get a roll call. Where you calling from?
www.ourweekly.com. The Hour Weekly website is
Where y'all
updated
chiming in
daily with
from?
current news about us
Chat
and
room,
for
tell us where you
Your
at.
Advertising needs. Our Weekly offers economical
Get a divorce.
advertising
Problem
packages to fit
solved.
your budget. Feel free to call Our Weekly Los Angeles at 323
Y'all let me know where y'all coming in from.
1300 or visit the website at www.ourweekly.com.
What up,
Our
Vic?
Weekly Los Angeles. Reporting news that
Jacksonville,
matters to you.
Florida. Tell your friends. Huh?
Duval County.
I can't wait for what's
Duval.
next. Even with higher stroke risk due to atrial fibrillation. and
Yeah.
irregular
Austin,
heart rate not
Texas.
caused by
Seattle,
stroke.
Washington.
Eliquis, the basic
Houston.
Eliquis, reduces
Houston.
stroke risk. It's the
Pensacola.
#1 cardiologist prescribed
Camden, New
Don't
Jersey.
stop taking
Detroit.
Eliquis
Detroit.
without talking to your doctor, as this may
What up,
increase the
though?
risk of stroke. Eliquis can cause serious and in rare cases fatal bleeding.
Yo,
Don't
yo,
take
yo,
Eliquis if
Dallas,
you have
Texas.
artificial
Louisville.
heart valve, abnormal
Louisville.
bleeding, or have
Louisville,
anticoagulation
Kentucky.
syndrome. While taking, you may bruise
You can't
bodies
say it
if your
proper,
temporal
like
or
Louisville.
bleeding to stop. A spinal
Louisville.
injection
No,
while
it's
on
Louisville.
Eliquis increases risk of blood
We
clots,
live in
which
Louisville,
become
Kentucky.
paralysis, the inability to move.
Portland, Oregon. What up?
For unexpected bleeding or unusual bruising,
If the pre-marriage
or if
paperwork
you have tingling,
ain't
numbness,
right,
or
a
muscle
divorce
weakness,
will bring
it may
more
increase your
problems.
bleeding risk if you take medicines such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners. Tell
Where
your
y'all
doctor
where
about
y'all
all
chiming in?
medical
H-Town. We got a
emergencies.
lot of H-Town in the
Learn more at
building.
Eliquis.com or call 1-855
Houston. Live in a minute.
KBLA Talk 1580.
Wait till y'all hear my playlist.
Standing for voting rights. When We All Vote is a leading national nonpartisan initiative on a mission to
Come on, y'all.
around
Twos and
voting
Fuse
and
crews,
to increase
activate.
participation
My
in
man
each and every
may
election
correct
by
me
helping
as
to
long
close
as
the
there's
race and
jewelry
age gap.
involved.
Created by Michelle Obama, When We All Vote brings together individuals, institutions, brands, and organizations to register new voters
Mimi,
and
wild.
advance civic
My man can correct me as long as there is jewelry involved.
So I'm wondering, does the correction have to, does the jury have to match the level of correction? That's what I want to know, Mimi.
Mimi gotta change.
If I go to Tiffany's, then I can pretty much say anything I want.
Exactly.
But if I go to Daniel's Jewelry,
Superman said I gotta keep my foot down.
Top 15
all right.
You know you want some more. More is the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Check the vibe. Back in the days on the boulevard I landed, we used to kick routines and the presence was fitting. It was I, the abstract. And me, the 5-footer. I kicks the mad style, so step off the Frankfurter. Yo, fight, you remember that routine? That way used to make spiffy like Mr. Clean. A tidbit, ascension. I don't get the message, so you got to run the pitch. You're on point fight. All the time, tip. You're on point fight. All the time, tip. You're on point fight. All the time, tip. But then grab the microphone and let your words rip. Now here's a funky introduction of how nice I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason, along with his playlist, and Tony Massey back in the building.
Yeah, man.
Got a heavy topic.
Peace to the brother Fife, dog.
Fife Diggity. Back in the building. Heavy topic, man. Why does my spouse continuously, constantly correct me? Every little thing I do. Why? Why must it be brought up? When should you stop trying to fix your partner? True or false? Deep down, relationship hurts trigger bigger questions. Like, do I matter to you? Are we okay? Does the constant criticism make one who is being criticized think, we might be close to the rocks? This person is never satisfied or happy with me as I am in my process. Tony?
I got to tread lightly, Zoe.
That's why I love bringing Tony on the show, because Tony is married.
Yeah, I am.
Tony's like, hey, man, she's in the chat room, dog.
You want me to do? Everything's fine, baby.
I love it, man. But for others.
Yeah. I think that, well, one, I think we need to distinguish between criticism and critique.
Let's talk about it.
Okay. So I think that the design of critique is to make you better.
Right.
Right. I'm critiquing this and giving you feedback in hopes that you can make whatever changes are necessary in order to be better. But when it comes to criticism, I don't know that there is a goal, and beyond the agenda of just being critical, just nitpicking, just finding something wrong.
Right. Trying to make you better. How about that?
I don't know that that's always the desired outcome. You know what I mean? Because here's the thing: if I change this thing about me, does that mean you're going to find something else to criticize?
Yes, because criticism worked.
So are you trying
to see? Like, you set the tone.
Yeah. But I guess in that part, if I was the receiver of that constant criticism, then I would think, are you trying to make me perfect?
But you're not perfect.
Exactly.
I would go right to, but you're not perfect.
Right. Nor should it be a goal. I would hope that you could find pleasure in my imperfections than trying to constantly change them to perfection.
But that would be too much like spiritually in aligned, like you accept me as I am. It doesn't mean I have to stay this way or I should stay this way, but it means you accept me as the process, the work in progress that I am. You accept my process. And many people don't.
Yeah, the problem is I cannot co-sign the idea that I have to accept you as you are.
You don't like that?
I don't. And I'll tell you why.
Why?
You should be different because you chose me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why, how
your
so?
Your choice in bringing me into your life should be the start of you becoming something other than who you were before you met me. Because I've started to change as a result of you being in my life. So I think you should make those same changes. Maybe not at the same level.
Or at the same rate.
Or at the same rate.
Or at the same time.
Well, you need to be expedient. I'm not gonna be making changes in year 2 and 3 while you just coast.
Come on, Tony.
You coast to year 10 and say, all right, I guess I'll start cooking.
Tony is the warden at Shawshank
No, I'm
Redemption.
just saying, right?
You run a tight ship.
Hey, marriage is an opportunity to change, to restructure, to revitalize. You know, it should be all those things, just like prison. Same thing.
Wow.
It's a controlled environment, Zoe. When you're single, you just out there doing your thing. Nobody's there to check you.
But how much control is in the environment? Because you know control kills relationships.
Does it?
Especially if there's an imbalance of power.
But okay. So let's get into it.
That little last caveat.
There's always going to be an imbalance of power.
Here we go.
Okay, you know as well as anybody, Zoe, relationships are not 50-50. They never are. Never. They're,
well,
at the most, you might get 60-40, but that's on a good day. There has to be an unequal distribution of power in order for the relationship to work. If both people are equally vested and invested, it's not going to work.
1-800-920-1580. If you agree or disagree with Tony, now's your time to talk to him. The phone lines are on fire, man.
Be nice.
The voice of reason back in the building. It's Monday. Let's get it cracking. Randy from Watts. Get in here, Randy.
Yeah, well, you know, it shouldn't have got to the point to where if she your spouse or your girl. Because all this, because, I mean, if she your spouse, then you messed up. If she your girl, you say next. That's why Mother Nature put like 23 of them to every one of us. Because just like I know somebody else that's not with us anymore, always made a statement, a lot of our queens just can't be quiet and have a life. They got to run their mouth.
Ooh.
And that's why they're alone. Get a dog.
The opinions.
Randy represents a small faction of
opinions expressed on the Zoe Williams show are those by the callers, and not necessarily Zoe Williams. Warrior kings down in Watts. Talk to me though. Share your feelings, Randy. Randy said, "Listen here, I ain't up for that."
No, because first off, we look at the problem that we have in our relationships as black men and black women. Right there, we got a big issue. But too many of them are listening to their girlfriends who ain't got nobody. And we're just trying to be the right thing and be the man to prepare a life for you, to provide for you, to go out and kill an animal and bring it home so you can skin it and cook it. You know all that old stuff. But the bottom line is, next.
Randy, I'm gonna take you to Ralph's, man.
Randy upset. all is here. But listen, are you saying that talking is not good in a relationship? Because that's how women bond in a lot of ways. They have to be comfortable and open around you. If a woman is talking a lot around you, that means she's safe. She feels safe. Otherwise, she's not going to open up and let you know.
Well, then something's wrong, because if we got to have criticism in public, then I'm doing something wrong.
No, we can't criticize in public, in my opinion. You think there should be criticism in public?
No. That's sure enough that. Matter of fact, you better get an Uber, because you ain't even going back with me.
So praise in public, correct in private.
But I mean, what are you doing? You should know how to dress. You should know how to keep yourself up as a man, as a warrior. Okay. Now, if you just out there loose and you got all sort of addictions and you can't go out in public without making a spectacle of yourself, then she better get somebody else. You shouldn't even worry about it. You got problems. They gotta always be hurt. But if you as a man are doing everything to to prepare a life for this woman, there shouldn't be no criticism if she's your wife. I've been married forever.
Whoa.
And I don't have.
Hold on, Randy. Let me, because I'm trying to follow you, brother. You saying a lot of things, and I want to make sure I'm clear. You're saying if you protect and provide, right, and all the other things that are required of a man in a marriage or a committed relationship, there should be no criticism coming from your woman. Is that what you're saying?
Unless there's something wrong with you. Because there might be something wrong with you, and you got to check yourself. I mean, if you're preparing, opening the door, being a gentleman, and carrying yourself in a positive way, in a positive manner, and then we're going in, and what is the problem? Okay, if there should be no problem. But I've noticed some of our black women, and I love our women, but the reality of it is some of them just are looking for a battle, and they don't realize why now they're looking for a cat or a dog because they're getting old and there ain't nobody in their life.
Tony, what are your thoughts on Randy's perspective here?
So let me ask you this, Randy. You talked about what if you're doing everything right, but maybe she just doesn't like your tone when you speak, or maybe she feels like your diet needs to be improved, or maybe there are some habits that you have that you should really let go of. She just feels like that you're not being a good steward of your body.
That's what I mean. You should take that advice and check yourself.
Okay, well then, okay. So Randy's in alignment. Randy's good.
But it sounds like Randy's saying you. But what if you disagree?
Well, if she's looking for your life to go forth, we're supposed to love each other and have a life to get old and enjoy each other till death. Okay, and if you smoking 15 rocks and doing a sack of cocaine every other night, you got a problem.
All right, ladies. Randy's made it clear.
Randy, why not Black and Miles, man?
Randy's made it clear. If your man is a crackhead, that's on you. Correct him.
No, she need to say next.
Right.
But if you and she is doing everything, she's keeping the house clean, she's keeping herself presentable, she's watching her weight. Okay, she have most of her teeth. You gotta have all of them, most of them, the ones that okay, fine.
Hold on, Randy, hold on. You. This is such great radio. You got to stay with me. When we come forward, we going back to Watts because Randy is laying down some old school game right now.
Boy. You got to have most of your teeth.
Come on, Randy. Randy Wild. I love it.
Man. I feel like Randy's one of those, she's half your age plus 7.
She half your age plus 7. See if you give the people clean water, they will drink. Half your age plus 7. That's Randy Watson. Randy from Watts is Randy Watson. He in here wildin'. God damn. Come on, y'all. Hit that like button, man. Hit that super chat. We're at $2.99. That's $2.99, by the way. First 30 minutes of the show. Can we have a great day today? Let's start the week off strong. Support. Everybody hit that little $sign down at the bottom of the chat. Drop a 5 spot. 65 people, $5. We doing good. Can we get that support? From the episode of what's going on. That's my mama. Oh, man. Andy or Randy is spewing some caveman shit. 100%.
Guys to speak with a real expert attorney for a free consultation.
But his marriage is working.
Covering news
So can we really criticize him?
Breaking news here. We've been covering this every day since the trial began. USA.
Yogi said, I'm with Randy.
The verdicts are in. The jury has found.
Hey, the situation working for Randy. Truemonger in the building.
Keep it locked to KBLA Talk.
Thank you, True.
For news and analysis about the things that matter most to you. We're unapologetically progressive.
Thank you, True. Everybody give Truemonger.
And we've got your
And who else hit that $199, $299? Who else did that?
Nerds, here at NerdWallet, we often see people wrestle with financial decisions.
Love Egypt. 16. Tiffany, she's on the line. We're going to get her in here, too.
The best way to save his money. An indecision has him boxed in. But wait, might I get NerdWallet?
Let's go. With NerdWallet side-by-side comparison.
Atala, you're awesome, Atala Phillips. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. You took us to 1998, which was an incredible year for me. 98?
For KBLA Talk 1580, I'm Tavis Smiley.
Man. Oh, I see y'all. Ghetto Gourmet in the building. Rosalind. Is it Rosalind? Rosalind. What up? What up? We're at 2998. I hope I live till 2998.
Thomas scarcely got one.
We in here. Everybody thank everybody for supporting. That's the big move. A collective right here.
Did you hear the jury forewoman's comments? The jurors were confused by the jury instructions, confused by the answers to the almost 12 questions they sent to the judge. She acknowledged that some jurors were not even paying attention. And
I'm gonna be back.
The jury knew that the $100,000 contribution from
I seem to keep coming back in
was
Zinga.
legal, but the way the jury instructions were written made them feel like they had to find MRT guilty of wire fraud. Again, those are her words. So let me offer you just
She was 5 in 98.
One, why do you think the U.S. government spent millions of dollars?
Hey, we on fire tonight.
Going after an
Y'all enjoying the show? Put up an emoji if you enjoying the show. Put up whatever emoji you want. A fist, a star.
for yet another violation of some law?
Put up your emojis, man. Let me know.
Of somebody else's humanity. But unlike all
Tony
the
Massey Cooks is in the building.
by some LA Times
Hey,
investigation, no. USC
for the new year,
brought
man.
This particular case involving a
That brother made some black eyed peas with what, like some duck fat or some kind of
and how and why was it made?
black eyed peas and rice with
But all the
duck
focus is on the indictment of Donald
essence.
Trump. Are you paying attention to all the other high-profile black elected officials?
Duck essence on the black eyed peas. Shit was ill as hell, dog.
Justice Department. I'll let you marinate on that.
No, y'all got to check him out on his Instagram. No, not Instagram. Is it Instagram? And TikTok.
And told the government to kick rocks.
He be in there drinking and shit. Be saucy. This is a good time for a wine break.
I do not purport to know what's next for MRT. What I do know is that his legacy of love
Motherfucker had essence of duck in the black eyed peas and rice for the New Year's.
that God can turn your shipwreck into a submarine. As for all the rest of us, be vigilant, be sober, be circumspect. Just because you don't believe in conspiracy theories, don't mean
I
they
see
happen.
y'all.
For KBLA Talk 1580, I'm Tavis Smiley.
Who is the smoke? He said, you want another woman. Who is he? What am I missing a sub conversation? Hey, for everybody that hit the super chat this round, thank you, thank you, thank you. You took us to 29.98. If you want to support this channel, all you got to do is hit that $sign right down at the bottom of the super chat. $5, $3, twos and fews. Make it happen. Listen to my playlist and tell me what you think.
We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
When I step up in the place, you know I step correct. All in check, I got that head notch. And when you break your neck, all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. All in check, throw your Rise up in the flame, true indeed. Yes, I can reckon that's word on my seed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like you read.
How you feel about Busta Rhymes as an MC?
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends and family, the voice of reason returns to KBLA Talk 1580. And we talking about, is it a sign of a good partner to be able to check you? Some people are wild and unruly, and they need to be reined in. And if you trust your partner enough to be able to pull you to the side and pull your coattails, right?
Yeah.
That might be a good thing.
Yeah.
For many people, they see that as maybe confrontational, right? Pedantic is an insulting word used to describe someone who annoys others by correcting small errors, caring too much about minor details, and or emphasizing their own expertise, especially in some narrow or boring subject matter. What is an example of a pedantic partner?
I know I can be quite pedantic on social media.
Listen, it's just Virgo.
If you don't know the difference between your and your, I'm coming at your neck.
But what if I say it wrong in public and your woman, what if you say something wrong in public? Can she correct you in public?
No.
Right.
No. You hold that to your own.
Talk to me about it later.
Earlier, you had said this word. That's not what that word means. Oh, okay.
So let me give you a quick story, then I'm getting back to Randy Watson, because Randy was killing.
Watson.
I let my girl see the first episode of my television show.
Okay. Which is fired, by the way.
And I was expecting her to be blown away.
Yeah.
She wasn't.
What?
No. She was like, you're slouching.
Oh, no.
Next time, sit up straight.
Yeah.
You know, and she was like, but I saw it as good.
Yeah.
She was like, you're slouching, and I don't want you to slouch.
She didn't give you the compliment sandwich where you start with something good.
No, you're slouching.
You're corrective.
You
end with something.
Really, it was stop slouching.
Stop slouching.
It was stop slouching. So, I mean, just how I am, I like minute details, and I like that.
Okay.
So I wasn't offended by it, but she was like, the first thing out of her mouth, stop slouching.
Yeah.
And then she wasn't like a fangirl about it.
Was that a challenge to you?
No. I actually appreciated it.
That she didn't.
Everybody else that I showed it to was like, hey. She's like, and no.
Oh, wow.
This first part, no.
Wow.
This shouldn't be there.
That would, I ain't gonna lie, that would hurt my feelings. I bring that up every Tuesday.
Can you be criticized, Randy from Watts? Get back in here.
Well, honestly, you might want to keep her around.
See?
Because there's no need for her to be a fangirl. She's looking out for your best interest.
See? I like that.
And I mean, I like that too. I like that too. So you might want to keep her around. Because it seems like that her agenda is based on your success.
Huh. Wow, Randy got some wisdom right here. Come on. Come on, Randy. How long you been married, Randy?
Going on about, what is it, like 51 years?
Oh, man. Come on, Randy. Come into the studio and sit down with us, man. And
I mean, you know, the reality of it is a high school prom date, and 3 kids, 4 businesses, and 5 grandchildren later. She kept herself. She's right there. So I have no complaints. And but luckily I had a good mentor. My father and the men that were around me schooled me in a proper way.
Mm-hmm.
So when you present yourself as a suitable individual, then there's no problem. I mean, the reality of it is I don't do alcohol, I don't do drugs, I don't do church, You know, I'm the dude you call that need to kill the dragon.
I love
And
it.
then we just figure out how much of the dragon can we eat.
Randy putting dragon meat on the pit.
But see, like the problem that we have is we have a lot of black women that didn't have fathers.
And black men.
Daddy issues. That didn't have fathers, and they sure enough got a daddy issue.
And they got mama issues too, both ways. Yeah.
Yeah, because mama cannot raise a man.
Mm.
She can have him looking nice, you know, and he got him out, and you know, I mean, when you standing in the mirror and you spending more time working on your face than she is a problem, you know.
Come on, Randy.
We don't, you know.
The Church of Randy is open, brother. You know, Randy gonna start his own church, the Church of Truth.
Surfing dragon at the back of the church.
Hey, Randy, we appreciate you calling in, brother. You done gave us some wisdom tonight, man, and much success, continued success to you and your wife and your 51-year marriage. Come on, man. I can't tell this man nothing. We appreciate you, Randy.
Well, we need to do a better job for the village because the village is in trouble.
I agree.
We cannot go forward too many more generations of what I'm looking at. And I know I ain't got that many years left, but we've done a lot. But the success of the black man and woman, we really need to we need to nurture each other so we can continue this. I mean, I'm seeing people jumping ship and all sorts of what do they call them, mulattoes showing up, and you know, I'm more Kunta Kinte, man. You know.
Yes, sir, brother.
I like my black women. Okay.
Randy, yes, sir. Yes, Randy, you have earned a seat on the Voice of Reason. Anytime you want to call in, please call in, Randy. Randy on fire. I'm tired of seeing mulattoes down at the foundry. I'm tired of seeing octoroon. You know, I saw Randy fight a grown man when he was little. Randy reminds me of the father on the Clumps.
Yeah.
Oh, man, we on fire tonight. Tiffany, Atlanta, Georgia, get in here.
Oh, good. Oh, my God. Listen here.
Right after you're done with Tiffany.
I'm from the South, and I don't know. It's a lot of old men around here that may still think like that whole time, but that just really threw me for a loop. He started kind of like warming up a little bit towards the end. But anyway, how y'all doing today?
We good, Tiffany. How you doing? You brought Atlanta in the building. I know this is a touchy topic because I know you like to correct people.
Listen here. Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? I found myself doing it. I started talking to my mama again, so it's no more no contact.
Oh, beautiful.
Proud of us.
Yes.
Yeah, proud of us. And I found myself falling back into old habits doing that, like the whole correcting her and stuff. And then I had to, I openly apologized to her about it, and it was like, I don't want to fall back into old habits, and you know, I'm not looking to be like vindictive or anything like that. Like, I'm not looking to try to assert my boundaries like it's a flex or anything. So you know, we're taking it slow as far as our communication goes and stuff like that to kind of like just get back to it. But when it comes to a relationship that I might be in, mind you, though I'm single now, child, I'm single, so I look at it like, if I get into another relationship, I want my man to...
Wait,
huh?
Hold on.
Yeah.
You can't...
Yeah.
You single? What happened to our brother Nazarene?
Nazarene, he is single too.
We don't... You done criticized Nazarene up out the relationship. Is this what happened? Give us the tea.
Okay, so the tea is, it is not hot, child. It's me and Matt ain't... Oops, sorry, I told the red name. I'm sorry. Me and Nazarene We haven't been together since 2020.
Okay.
So most recently, coming back into each other's lives and trying to do a friendship sort of thing, it's just we naturally come into a space of
So y'all got a
kinda like
situation shift. It's fine. It's fine. Y'all got a situation
there
shift.
we go. Okay, yeah. I ain't see. First of all, I care about him too much. I ain't gonna just call him no situationship child. No, he mean way too much to me. So, I don't never want to consider it a relationship like a situationship when it comes to him because we've been doing this off and on thing since 2012, and it just
No, but this is
he don't
deep.
want me.
This is deep.
He don't want me no more.
You having a baby girl moment? Jody don't want me.
Get me out of here. He,
Let-
you know what I'm saying? It's complicated and it's right, but as far as like when it comes to a relationship, I would love for my man to correct me, and even if it's a public thing, like there's a way that you can correct in public. It don't have to be a spectacle. It don't have to be like a whole scene. It could be like if something is said or happens or whatever the case may be, and you're in, maybe a room full of people or around certain people, it can be like you can just hold on to it and then just pull me to the side, like, hey, like just play it off and be like, whisper in my ear, be like, oh, you doing too much, and then from there, it's just like, oh, word, and then just step to the side and just kind of like ground yourself, bring it back, and then, especially if you are open to that correction. And the same, like, I would definitely afford my man that same thing, and it's never really been a thing for me to even, like, make a scene or correct and all that type stuff in public. Like I told you, Nazarene used to act up in public, like, not like bad or anything like that, but
Nazarene, call in. I know you're listening. Nazarene X, call in.
I got
the bat signal.
I have a question.
At the same time,
I have a
Yeah,
question,
what's up?
Tiffany. I have a question. You said if I'm open to that correction, did you mean the specific correction that the man brought up?
Specificity here, buddy.
Or are you saying you're open to all correction?
All right, so I do want to get specific here because I did mean exactly what I said.
Oh,
So,
excuse me.
no, I'm so sorry. No,
I said what I said.
Wow. Okay.
I know, third. I hate when women be like, period. So when I mean like open for that correction, I'm gonna say this. If I feel strongly about something, I'm the type that if somebody trying to step out of line, especially a woman, like step out of line to me and mine, I'm finna say something. I'm gonna say something and it ain't gonna be nice. It ain't gonna be kind. You know what I mean? So to that extent, it could get some rah-rah started. But if my man says, let's chill out, to that extent, I can be like, you right. But if circumstance continues and that person keep on with the rah-rah, it ain't no more correction from him. I ain't listening no more. So to that extent, it's like, yeah, I will listen, but there are certain situations where I feel it needs to, correction maybe needs to be like, okay, look, unless we get up out of here enough, I am not listening to no correction.
Tiffany,
I'm not listening to.
Let me just ask you, Tiffany.
What?
As a child, did you get any spankings?
Did I get spankings as a kid?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did your mother
I'm the
like?
baby, but I didn't get as many as my three sisters did because I'm the baby.
Because the way you talk, you talk like the person who got whoopings to the point where the parent was tired of whooping.
Yeah.
Like she gonna do what she gonna do anyway.
No, my mom, she quit. When it came to like, she had to obviously. My oldest sister is like 43, and then the sister that's closest to me is she just turned 36. So by the time she got to me,
Wait, Tiff.
33.
Wait, Tiff. Hold on. By the time she got to you, you're 33. When we come forward, we going back to Atlanta, Georgia to talk to Tiffany. She in here wilding already.
Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams. When we come forward.
Yeah, she got whoopings. To the point. All right, I'm tired of whooping. Just go on and we'll figure it out then. Fuck around and find out. The yeah buts.
The Center for the Pacific Asian Families mission is to build healthy and safe communities by addressing the root causes
I've
and
had to really
consequences of
work
family
to get a
violence
place
and
where I could
violence
accept
against
correction.
women. They are committed to
It
meeting
ain't
specific
easy
cultural and language
as long
needs
as
of
it's
the
done
Asian
with
and
care.
Pacific Islander women and their families. CPAF's vision is of an Asian and
Attila, please call in.
that embraces healthy
Attila,
relationships and
please call in.
partnership.
Rob B, Twos and Fuse crew, thank you, sir. Your $5
Volunteer or for more
just took
info,
us
visit nurturing
to
change.org.
$39.98.
At KBLA Talk 1580, we believe everyone deserves to be safe.
If you
This
out of
is a
pocket,
community
anyone
call
can
to
be
action
checked.
from KBLA
It's
Talk
better to come from
1580.
someone who gives a damn about. Ain't nobody gonna argue that.
30 seconds.
Have you visited us online for the grand opening of KBLA.store? For the best in new merch, gift ideas, books, media, and more, log on to KBLA.store. Be sure to check out our KBLA team favorites
Hey, Andy.
at KBLA.store
Andy.
today. That's KBLA.store.
Hey, tell
for
Sean
all
I'm
the
coming
official
to him.
merch on your favorite
I said,
talk
tell
radio
Sean
stations.
I'm coming to him.
KBLA Talk 1580.
Thank you, fam.
You know you want some more. More. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
So come on and diggity check yourself before you wreck yourself. Check. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself, cause I'm bad for your health. I come real stealth, dropping bombs on your moms, kill car alarms. You about crime, I'm the brother with the Alpine 7460. Always let tricks know and freaks know we got that endo. No matter something.
Ladies and gentlemen, your brother Zoe Williams back in the building. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Ice Cube. Come on, man. That is preferable,
Man.
or preferable, right?
Yeah.
To check yourself.
Yeah.
Right? And if you check yourself, your partner won't have to.
Yeah.
Right? So having a partner is kind of like having some training wheels here, because they may catch you when you're out there.
Right.
And somebody sees it, you know, hey, don't do that. Don't pull you to the side. Look, man, it's a different crowd in here.
Yeah.
You need to behave accordingly. So maybe that's the best way to look at being checked by a partner. You have to first check their intention for why they're doing it.
Right.
What are your thoughts?
No, I agree. There has to be a consideration of intent, because it would be disingenuous for me to check my wife in a situation where I would not be able to get checked. And my wife knows this. So if she's in danger or she's being disrespected,
The Tony protocols come in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Because I don't play about mine. And so I get that she has that same mindset.
Right.
And so for me it would be hypocritical for me to say, hey, you need to lower your voice while she's defending me.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing that she can say that's going to slow me down if I'm defending her.
Right. But it might be over the top. And she may need you to pull her back a little in defense of you.
And that's real. Because here's the thing.
I know you. I just seen her. I know her energy.
My wife is 5'0" from Oakland. And she don't know.
Town business.
She don't know how small she is. Like, she's not aware. When she look in the mirror, for some reason, she sees 6'4", 215. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah.
No, that's not how it
So
works.
I got to remind her that you're gonna get hurt.
Yeah. Thank you for protecting me, but stand down.
Yeah.
Tiny missile, stand down. All right, let's get back to Tiffany, Atlanta, Georgia. Get in here, sis.
Tiff, I don't care about none of that.
She told us she doesn't care.
I don't care about none of that, Sonny.
And it's always
Oh, up is up.
Okay, first of all, I'm from Atlanta. All right, so
What part of Atlanta are you from, Tiffany?
So originally, I was born at Grady Memorial, and
Grady,
if anybody
baby.
is in Georgia, whatever. And you know what I'm saying? So if anybody knows like that, but I stayed in Southwest Atlanta up until I was about 5, and then we moved around and stuff. Then went to the East Side, but originally, I went all the way down to the country, which is like South Georgia, Griffin, Georgia, and then I grew up there, and then came back to the city. So. Yeah. Anyway, enough
So
about
she's
my
basically
personal-
from all the dangerous parts.
Yes, that's it. We can hear it. But Tiffany, Tiffany, you were talking about you're the youngest. You're 33. Go ahead. Yes.
Yes. All right. And so my mom essentially just gave up on not raising me, but she gave up on trying to discipline me like she did my sisters and stuff. So my sisters would say that I pulled the wool over her eyes because I was a baby and they consider me to be her favorite. But no, she just didn't count them all.
So let me just say something real quick, because Tiffany is revealing a real big piece.
Yeah.
She feels like her mother quit.
Yeah.
Now.
No, she said that. Not feel it. She said that. She quit.
She quit. Okay, fine. Mom's declared.
Yeah.
I quit.
Yeah.
All right, cool. You remember Dr. Delana, right? Who was on my show a couple of times. And she said, Zoe, don't forget to talk about women who have a problem being corrected by fathers or mothers that have been absent. They will struggle. They will struggle in connection with male leadership. So if dad or mom didn't establish checking a kid, if the kid wasn't properly checked, respectfully checked with love, again, you're starting to see this whole attachment theory, this attachment science carrying itself into adult relationships yet again.
Yeah.
So if dad didn't establish, hey, Tiffany, sit down. Sit down for a second. This ain't the place for you to be tap dancing. What you doing? Take them little ballet shoes off and come sit next to me while we get this potted meat and cheese. This hog head cheese and crackers. But you understand what I'm saying, right? So if you don't have that as an example, you're going to carry that into relationships. Tiffany, we love you. Thank you so much for the call. You brought Atlanta in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. When we come forward, we got another call from Atlanta. We're going, of course, to Sean. It's going to be on fire tonight. Trust me. Me and Tone in here cooking. Lines are not busy, Mimi. Call in. That shit crazy. I don't need my wife trying to step up to Big Shirley.
I'm Julius White. Here's the latest from the Black Information Network.
Come on, Ghetto Gourmet. You know potted meat was popular back in the day. Potted meat with a little Louisiana hot sauce or some Trapeze hot sauce on a cracker.
Expected to take a mugshot and be fingerprinted, but will reportedly not be handcuffed or take the traditional.
Come on, y'all. We're at 44.98. Can we get to 120? Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Yes. If you have show ideas or topics you think I should cover, all you got to do is email me at vor106@gmail.com.
School administrators ignored reports of a 6-year-old student carrying a weapon is filing a lawsuit. Abigail's runner was hospitalized after the student shot her in the chest in January. I'm Julius White on your home for 24/7 News.
We cracking. We are cracking.
News.com.
What is pool tobacco? You mean like picking it?
Injured in a car accident or at work? The accident guys can come to you almost anywhere, so you don't have to come to us. Se habla español.
Lil Lounge. She S. Montgomery in here. Lil Lounge. Lil Lounge. That's how I say it. I say Lil. Oh, it's chewing tobacco. Motherfuckers actually chew that shit.
Are concerned about the lack of black-owned media and are more likely to listen to talk radio that focuses on issues that impact the black community. For some reason, the other talk stations haven't quite figured it
So
out.
I sent a show idea. When are you going to use it? What was the show idea? You can say it here.
Out there to support a station like KBLA.
At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got you.
We get angry because 99% of the time it's
I'm
true.
Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship
No
is in
argument for
trouble,
me.
I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your
Pick the
bedroom
leaves
terms?
during the summer. That's what he said. Pull tobacco when you pick the leaf. You got it right the first time.
Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this is gonna be crazy.
Frank's hot sauce.
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How is that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I was like, is there something wrong with that?
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed. Hit you with the bad hygiene routine. How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my lips.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses. Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
When your spouse has a complaint about you, your initial instinct can be to get defensive, especially depending on how your spouse says it. It might come out when your husband or wife is angry or hurt or annoyed. Like maybe it's the 50th time that you left your dirty towel on the bedroom floor and she just can't take it anymore. Or maybe it's the third time that you moved your husband's tools even though he told you to never touch them, but they were right in the middle of the kitchen table and honestly, you just had to. Not that I've ever done that, not that I am guilty of that by association. Totally am. But honestly, think about it. When we are dating, we tend to let more things slide because we are focused on that next thing. The concert we're going to next week, maybe getting engaged, wanting to get married, whatever it might be, our focus is forward. So we're more likely to let things that annoy us or get on our nerves slide a little bit. And honestly, we probably think they'll change. Over time, their habits that I don't like, they'll just change. But once we get married, we aren't looking forward towards anything anymore. We've already gotten married, and we begin to get stuck in what's happening now around us. And those things that used to annoy us about our husbands or our wives that we let slide when we were dating, or maybe we even thought were kind of cute, start to become very annoying. And maybe even more than annoying. Maybe they had habits where they would correct you in public or do things like that. And now you can't stand it. And now you feel disrespected by it. And now if they do it one more time, you're going to lose your mind. You probably have some complaints about your spouse, and your spouse has some complaints about you as well. But these complaints don't have to ruin our marriage. They can actually end up making our marriage better depending on how we handle it when our spouse brings up a complaint about us to us. What tends to happen is we don't bring up these things with our spouse that annoy us or frustrate us or that hurt our feelings. We stuff it down until a straw breaks the camel's back. And then it can tend to come out as an attack. I can't believe that you act like a complete pig, leaving all of your dirty clothes and towels on the floor. What in the world is wrong with you? Or maybe it's, I told you 100 times not to touch my stuff. Are you stupid? Can you not hear me? That's typically how it ends up.
Are you stupid? Wow. Are you stupid?
I'm a grown man.
Let's get my brother Sean. Listen, we having a heavy topic, Sean. We're talking about why do some spouses become angry when they get corrected by their significant other? How do you correct your significant other? Like, how do you guys, a lot of people don't like to be corrected, even if it's by family or our significant other, our spouse. Sean, what are your thoughts?
Well, it is a heavy topic, but here's the thing: there is a nuance. So I'm going to give you the nuance. Here it is. I haven't been married as long as our brother that was talking for 51 years, but you know what? That relationship's worked for that long. So whatever he's doing and she's doing, keep doing that.
Right.
It's working, right? That's what I say. But the thing that I take, maybe, I don't know if it has to do with sports and playing all that. When someone cares enough to tell you you're doing something wrong, they care about you. They're trying to improve you, and it doesn't mean they're right or wrong. But in my personal situation, my better half, I'm kind of chatty. I've been known to call in
we know.
talk radio shows.
No, we hip, dog. We hip to the chattiness. You're part of the movement now. Go ahead, Sean.
But you see, I grew up in the Bay Area, right? And so I don't like the term code switching. I don't like the term ebonics. None of that. I've been to Brazil many a times. It's a dialect. I can talk to all kinds of people, but it's in my DNA now. So I put out words and phrases and stuff that wouldn't be like, you wouldn't put that on a legal form, right? You wouldn't put that in a perfect English thing. I mess up the English language all the time. And so my better half will, in private, tell me, no, that's, hey, I don't want anyone thinking you're saying something and they don't think you're smart, right? But the thing of it is, I know they know you're smart, but do you know what you're saying? But here's the kicker, because I just talked to her, is that I grew up in a different place where we had to talk in all kinds of different dialects. So I actually learned a lot of those dialects, and I'm very proud of that. But, it's in even on the baseball field, brother, or even on a basketball court and stuff, you know how we all talk. We have a way to talk that communicates so the other team doesn't know what you're saying. And that's so important. And I still do that all the time. She loves me more than anything because she's trying to make sure I don't sound stupid in front of certain people. It isn't an insult. Because if she wouldn't say anything and not be curious about the way I'm communicating, then I would be worried.
Thank you, Sean, man. Once again, you in Reno, Nevada, not in the Bay, but that's okay. Close enough. We appreciate you, brother, for dropping jewels like you always do. You got a seat at the table if you want to bring your city in the building. All you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. We got Jacksonville. We got Austin, Texas. The phone lines are ringing, and I'm going to be talking to you when we come forward.
The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear.
Sean said I'm chatty.
You're listening to the voice of reason.
You think?
With Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
The Los Angeles Urban League and Parkside Economic Development Corporation are working to close the wealth gap between black and white households. BWARP, the Black Wealth Attainment and Retention Program's free virtual workshops will help your family acquire, gain, maintain, and pass down legacy wealth. Learn from the experts about making more with what you have. The Black History of Money, joining the Smart Investors Club, preserving your assets in tough times, crypto, cash in or cash out, the wealthy mind and body. Register for this free series that could change your finances.
Is he crazy?
laul.org/BWAARP. Don't miss BWARP.
It was who?
Attainment and Retention Program every second and fourth Thursday in February, March, and April at 6
Nazarene.
p.m. Register now at laul.org/BWAARP.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive.
If your partner just lets you be a clown, they don't let.
Nervive tablets contain alpha-lipoic acid.
That's heavy.
To relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort. Plus,
if your partner just lets you be a clown, they don't love you.
Nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief.
That's the real. I co-sign that 100%.
Nerve pain signals at the source. Use this direction.
Wow.
For the ones finding new ways to ensure the job always gets done.
That's heavy.
For the ones wearing many hats.
We got to say that when we come
For
back.
the ones who are hands-on, even from far away. and the ones keeping business moving forward. We are Grainger, offering professional-grade industrial supplies, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to answer your toughest questions. Call, clickgrainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who
Here
get
we
it
go.
done.
The silliness in this motherfucker is crazy.
Every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel V Pro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Suge Mac 10. Come on, y'all. Let's get everybody in here. Everybody, hit that super chat. Show your love. We just asking for $5. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Please keep it flowing. We're at $44.98 at 12 minutes in. Please support the channel if you haven't done so already. If you've done it already, I'm not talking to you.
Learn more at connectwithyourheart.com. That's connectwithyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
You know you want some more. More. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 50.
Rickety wow, rickety that suits where I go so rickety clean on church around the room. Yo, I begin to run, rickety rubber when I blabber. Great, I begin to make no wonder 23 after. Make it crazy. I'm begin to breaking backs and busting lips. I rickety creep, that is man, and those freaking lips with ships. I'm begin to make enough noise like Bam Bam, throw boulders from bedrock to get drop. I slam man, so check it. I'm begin to make it quick.
Hip hop turns 50 in August. Man, tonight is on fire, man. All my songs basically are about being checked. Microphone check. DOS effects. The 90s were forever changed when these guys dropped on the scene. They didn't last that long,
No,
but
they didn't.
But boy, did they! That first album had such an impact, man. Man, that was a great record. So let me just go back to Dr. Delana. She says, talk about making an agreement to not let each other stay in weakness. That's heavy.
It is.
Right? We're gonna agree. Me and my girl, we're gonna agree. You and your wife, we're gonna agree. If you even sense an inkling of Cottonelle, if you even sense an inkling of Doctor's Cotton anywhere around me, you have to pull me to the side and be like, yo. So she said, making an agreement to not let each other stay in weakness. That's powerful. And I want to read this again. She said, women who have not been corrected by their fathers, i.e. who have daddy issues stored in her, will struggle with correction and male leadership.
Absolutely.
She flipped it and said, men with critical and emotional unavailable mothers, aka the mother narcissist, will struggle to accept/feel a woman's correction/criticism. They can't/won't see it. Deflection, rage, withhold love, stonewall, abuse.
Yeah.
Because mama was distant. So somebody that close step in and say, hey, man, I know you ain't been loved like this. It might seem like it's an attack because it didn't come from mom.
Absolutely.
Your thoughts?
No, absolutely. Not only that, I feel like it reveals all of those, everything that, so I've found that people who grew up in very difficult, with difficult childhoods, and I've always said you can blame your childhood for your problems right up until the point where you realize your childhood is the reason for your problems, right?
Come on.
At that point, you have to start looking at now that I recognize the problem, how do I change it? Now, I retract that statement to some extent, because what I did not realize was when you've been loved properly, it can be a very emotional experience.
Yeah.
Right? Because now it's not about receiving the proper love. Now you go into what I consider a mourning stage.
Yeah.
Over the fact that you recognize I was abused. I was neglected. I was treated very badly up until someone actually took the time to love me properly.
Right.
And now you have to account for all of that time.
Come on.
Especially if you don't get loved properly into your 30s or your 40s. That's 40 years. That's 4 decades of reconciling abuse and neglect and shame and hurt and all of that stuff.
And then this person is right in front of you.
Yeah.
And now it's time for us to relate.
Yeah.
Whoa, the phone lines are on fire. Let's get them in here. Mimi from Jacksonville, Florida. Holla at us, Mimi.
Hi, Zoe. Hi, Tony. Hi,
Hey, Mimi.
everyone.
Hey.
Hey. Tonight's show is really enlightening. It's very powerful, and I appreciate it. And the first thing I want to say is Mr. Randy is from a different generation, but I respect what he said because it worked for him and his wife. I would love to hear what she has to say, though, but it worked for them.
See, I don't like that. I don't like that, Mimi. I don't like that. Me and Tony perked up soon as I want to hear from his wife.
Right.
I want to hear what she has to say because he was doing all of that. Like, we hear you, Mimi. This ain't right, Mimi.
Mimi is suggesting an alternative ending.
No, it was just that some of the things he said was a little caveman-ish. A little bit, but I realized he's like probably in his 70s, and he sounds like he was there for his children, and he just was a man all the way, and he just did it, but, some of us are younger, and I'll just speak for myself. I think constructive criticism is fine. I mean that seriously. But I think it's all about respect. And some men, maybe not y'all, pop off at, say, your partner in public at birthday parties and just inappropriate places. And if, say, I do the same thing, he has a problem.
That's the double standard. The double standard. I got you.
Double standard.
The
exactly.
pop off
It's
double
respect.
standard. I get it.
But Mimi, what if the issue is so egregious that it requires a pop off?
You would have to define what an egregious issue or situation or circumstance is to justify a public pop off.
Yeah.
Because I'm very sweet. I'm just a Southern Belle sweet woman. And it takes a lot for me to pop off. But if you take me there, I will curse you all the way out in front of anybody.
See? But hold on. Wait, Mimi. Let me.
In front of your mama, I will do it.
Mimi,
In front of my
stop
mama.
it. Mimi, not in front of my mama now. Stop.
You agreed with me.
Mimi, let me just say this.
You agreed, though.
Mimi,
Yes.
popping
I'm
off
listening.
makes the pop offer look worse than the one receiving the pop off. So it don't see. I think people really like popping off.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? It makes the person who's popping off look worse. So you containing or remaining demure and respectful and having a modicum of decency, all of that makes you look good.
Yeah. When they go low.
When they go low, you go high.
Like Michelle Obama. Yeah. I love her.
Mimi.
It's not enough to love her now. You said you'll cuss somebody out in front of their mama.
Mimi said when they go low, I'm taking their mama with me.
Wow, Mimi, come on.
No, it wasn't like that. I'm a very sweet.
Now you're a salesman.
Yeah.
I'm sweet after cussing your mom out. See, this is that.
No, I didn't curse his mom out. I cursed him out in front of his
mother.
mother. She knows what
Pisces,
she
right?
raised. She knows what she raised.
You're Pisces, right?
I'm a Cancer.
No, water sign. It makes all the sense.
She knows what she raised. So it's my mama's fault that I.
No, you know if your son is crazy.
But it's crazy to pop off on him in front of his mother. What about you? You guys are gender partners, women.
Well, can I ask you something? Why did she agree with me, though? Why did his mom say you were right for that?
See, his mother agreeing with you was more on gender code than you going off in front of her.
Perhaps. I don't know exactly what that means, but I know she agrees with me.
But could it be that you're just an extension of my mother's trauma?
Right. Maybe my mom's still mad at my daddy, and you did what she couldn't do with my pops.
And I look just like him.
Sometimes y'all, some of y'all do things. When I'm in a relationship, I give my man space. He can go to the cigar lounge, the game, whatever. I have my girlfriends. I'm fine. And then everything's fine. And if something isn't done a certain way, he goes off like it's the end of the world. And it's like, okay, it wasn't that serious. But what's the problem? Why are you going off on me on something so simple?
Oh, okay. So you think? No, I'm gonna ask a question. You think for whatever he went off on you on was simple, right?
Yes.
And something small, something that could have been dealt with behind the scenes, right?
Privately. You don't go off on somebody at a birthday party, do you? Is that?
Well, Tone and I are in agreement here. You don't go off on your partner. You don't pop off on your partner in front or in public. You don't do that. That's you wait till you get to the crib. Now, most people can't hold water, let alone disappointment. So the rest of the evening is going to be terrible. So you might as well, soon as it happens, you might as well leave, get in the car, go home, check each other, and maybe try to make it back to the event. Tone?
I agree. If I feel a need to pop off, and I have censored myself, I've quieted the pop off voice inside of me, then we're leaving, and we're gonna have a very one-way conversation on the way home.
You gonna be talking in the car? It's just you.
Make one quick statement.
Go ahead.
It basically was, we were at this birthday party, and this is with my ex, and this guy was, I thought friendly, he thought flirtatious. I wasn't getting that vibe. So he became upset about that right then and there. And I thought, there was a better way to handle that because it really wasn't my fault.
Now,
Someone's doing that.
Did he bring it to your attention and you discounted what he was saying? Like, did he say this dude is flirting with you, and then did you reply, no, he's not, he's just being friendly?
Wow, y'all really do think alike, don't you? Wow. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm going to say it's a red flag for you.
Yes.
If he's complaining that somebody is flirting with you, I'm going to tell you why. He got you.
Right.
You're with him.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're an attractive woman and the dude is some other dude is peeping you at some public event, so what?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, she's coming with you. And unless he touches you or gets physical, then he's really paying you a compliment, brother.
Yeah. That's how I take. My wife is exceptionally beautiful. And I would run myself ragged if I checked every man that flirted with my wife. It would be exhausting.
Yeah.
And what I see it as, no matter how long this conversation lasts, at the end of the night, when I jiggle these keys, she coming home with me.
Hey!
And I don't mean that literally, like she a cat or anything like that. I'm just saying, when it's
no, I thought Pavlov's dog.
No, I'm not conditioning my wife with keys. But what I
everybody in here laughing at the key reference. Is she in here? Because it's not gonna be good.
Thank God. When I tell her it's time to go, she's leaving with me. So there's no reason for me to get upset. So that to me is a sure sign of insecurity.
Somebody says sunken place sound effects. Hey, listen, Mimi, we love you. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for being patient. Great call. Jacksonville, Florida is in the building because of Mimi. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. I see my people on the line. Who's been on the longest? Reggie, Austin, Texas. Let's get schooled.
Man, it's only a few things in this world that I take seriously. You know, a lot of things are just not that serious to me. You know what I'm saying? Respect is serious,
Right.
and if you disrespect me, that's an issue. Man, I remember I was watching this documentary on Charlie Parker, and somebody asked him how he became a great saxophone player. He said, "I practice 8 hours a day. I put in a solid 8 hours a day, and when I get on the bandstand, I forget all that stuff and just wail."
Wow.
So the best stuff is in him. You don't have to practice. The best part of you is in you. And even if you hit a wrong note, it's coming from a honest place.
Right.
Well, it's the same thing with this scenario we're talking about. You know, even if I say something that's incorrect, it's coming from a right place. I mean, it's not an essential. It's not even important. It's something that's unimportant. And you spending essential energy on stuff that's unimportant or important.
Well, let me
point out the essential, fam. Point out the essential. I get that.
Let-
I
let-
don't have no problem with. Go ahead.
let me point this out.
Hmm?
What if you're coming from a good place? Your intention is right. And you're trying to check your partner. You're trying to correct your partner. You're trying to advocate for your partner by giving them information. But what if your tone and delivery is all wrong? Then what?
Well, most of communication is nonverbal. So your tone is part of all that communication. That's part of the nonverbal stuff. I'm not looking at exactly what you said. I'm looking at the way it's delivered.
That's what I'm saying. If the tone and delivery is off,
Absolutely. So I'm not going to hear what you're saying because it's shrouded in a bunch of foolishness.
right.
What you want me to do? Like, I mean, give me a chance to be the best person I can be. And I can't be the best person I can be if you're treating me like a child, or if you're trying to son me, or you know what I'm saying? You just give me a chance to be the best person I can be, and I'm gonna do that for you. I'm not gonna be with somebody that I have to treat like a child.
I'm gonna ask both men here. You guys are here. You guys are my guests right now. I want to ask the question: do you think women try to son men more now than they did back in the, let's say, 80s, 70s, 60s, and back?
I'll say yes, and only because I think men allow it. I really do. I'll be honest. I think that the idea that you can son a man, even a man sonning another man, it's really about what you like. The young lady that the clip that you played earlier, it's those things you let slide during the dating process that become a part of the culture of your relationship during the marriage, right?
Man, listen, hold on, Tone. Reggie, Tone, hold tight. Nazarene X has joined too. Atlanta, Georgia. Hold tight. When we come forward, they're going to finish answering the question of being sunned under the guise of being corrected.
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of reason with
Great
Williams,
shit.
exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
Facts, 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 facts. What up, what up? They fan base, follow him. Support him. We're at 46.97. Can I get everybody to hit that super chat?
Deal to an adult film star. Trump attorney Joe Tacopina told Forbes the legal team is opposed to the idea. Trump is expected to take a mugshot and be fingerprinted, but will reportedly not be handcuffed or take the traditional perp walk for security reasons. 2 workers are dead after getting trapped in a trench at New York's JFK airport. Emergency workers on the scene tried to rescue the workers, but they were both pronounced dead after being pulled out. An investigation is underway. And a Virginia teacher who claims school administrators ignored reports of a 6-year-old student carrying a weapon is filing a lawsuit. Abigail's runner was hospitalized after the student shot her in the chest in January. I'm Julius White on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
Man, Tone, I'm on day 1 of my Dr. Russell detox. Jesus.
Injured in a car accident.
It's been a struggle.
The accident guys can come to you almost anywhere.
It's been a struggle.
You don't have to come to us. Se habla español.
Yeah, it's a struggle.
KBLA Talk 1580, covering news and breaking news first.
Breaking news here.
Hey,
we're covering this every day since the trial began.
Can we get everybody to go buy a copy of The Shrouded Lighthouse at my website, MrZoWhat.com. The holographic relationship is available there too. Can we get y'all to support The Shrouded Lighthouse? Please go to my website, MrZoWhat.com. If you haven't gotten the book, go get it now. Please support it right now. I'm going to the post office tomorrow, so your package might as well be in there. I agree with Zoe and Tony. It was a red flag. Yeah.
Lendingstreet.com/KBLA today.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk
Man, the damn garlic, all that shit be coming through your pores.
Was founded to help address domestic violence and sexual assault in the Asian and the Pacific Islander communities. The Center
Thank you, Nazarene X-Men. I need folks to support the work I'm doing.
And safe communities by addressing the root causes and
We got some weirdos in the chat tonight, huh?
violence and violence against women. They are committed to meeting the specific cultural
Fucking
and language
weirdos.
needs of the Asian and Pacific Islander women and their families.
But I wouldn't be a success without weirdos, haters, stalkers. I wouldn't be a success. You need haters and stalkers and weirdos.
To access services,
You need them.
or for more info,
They let you know you made it.
change.org. At KBLA Talk 1580, we believe everyone.
Why
deserves
else
to be
would
safe.
they be here?
This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Stalkers, yeah. Goofy ass clowns, yep.
For KBLA Talk 1580,
Fuck 'em.
Tavis Smiley with a KBLA
Hey,
editorial.
they don't say nothing in person. They see me in person. Can I get a picture?
Fundamental fairness, due process.
Big fan, bro. Big
Yeah,
Now,
nigga,
a
I live in
$7
Jordan.
bribery case. LA City Councilman Mark Rudy Thomas scarcely got one, and his chances of getting the other two were slim to none, and Slim was out of town.
Yeah, a lot of
Did you hear the
dudes
jury
troll
forewoman
because they're
comments? The
attracted.
jurors were confused by the
That's what
jury
I've learned.
instructions, confused by the answers
A lot
to
of
the
dudes be
almost 1
low-key
dozen
attracted.
questions they sent to the judge. She acknowledged that
Otherwise,
not even paying attention.
fuck you stop by a nigga you don't like page.
That the $100,000
And then
from MRT
muster up the gumption to type some shit.
made them feel like they had to find MRT guilty of wire fraud. Again, those are
Telling you, a lot of dudes have fruits on the inside.
just 3 questions I want you to ponder.
Gushers. These niggas.
Millions of dollars of your money going after an alleged
Tony called them gushers.
Two, USC is in the news almost daily.
Fruit fillings.
For yet another violation of
Big Newtons. Gushers.
of somebody
Hey
else.
man, hey, if you don't like me, don't stop by and comment.
Caught by some
Hey.
Times investigation.
They called them gustards.
USC brought this particular case involving a powerful black leader into the U.S. Attorney's Office.
Straight gustards, my nigga. That's
And how
funny.
and why was it made? 3. While all
Keyboard
the focus is on
goofies,
the
for
indictment
sure,
of Donald
for
Trump,
sure.
are you paying attention to all the other high-profile black
Hey man, I'm used to motherfuckers
that are being
trying
targeted
to.
across the nation by the Justice
Hey
Department?
man, you know you got some cool eyes.
Justice Department. I'll let you marinate on that.
So you think by using the word cool,
Involving a high-profile black elected
that makes him masculine? You flirting. Get your bitch ass out of here before I beat your ass.
The hunting season for black folk is always open. I do not purport to know what's next for MRT. What I
That's a hell of bow tie you got on.
service to our community is intact. What I do know is that
What?
God can turn your shipwreck into a submarine. As for all the rest of us, be vigilant, be sober, be circumspect.
I'm a comment
Just
so he
because you
can
don't
see me.
believe in conspiracy theories, don't mean
He'll
they
know
have to.
that I was here on my fake page.
I'm Tavis Smiley.
Who are you? Fake page or real page? I don't know the difference.
Your biggest fan.
Right. The nigga version. Hey, zo. I'm calling your shot. Get your. Weirdos.
We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Stop playing around without the clowns and the wanksters. Good girls gotta get down with the gangsters. Go ahead, girl, put some back and some neck up on it. While I stand up in the back, run a check up on it.
Ooh, boy, you looking like you like what you see. Won't you come over and check up on it? I'ma let you work up on it. Ladies, I don't check up on it. Watch it while you check up on it. Big poppy talking, stop and check on me. I got it, flown it, so I know you want it. While I turn around, you watch me check up on it. You watching me shake it, I see it in your face.
Turn her off, Andy. Turn her off. I only played the record because it had check up on it and check it. I'm going to check Beyonce. If Beyonce's my wife, I'm checking her.
What she do, man?
Nothing. She too damn pretty. Pretty girls need to be checked. They got to be reminded.
Just arbitrarily.
Yeah. Say, what is this?
Come here.
Come here. Let me talk to you. I'm sorry, ladies. We're just having a great time tonight. We're trying to figure out, what's the best way to check your spouse. I would say the best way is to negate criticizing them, right?
Okay, wait. Because you clowned me for the way I pronounce annals. Annals.
Hey.
Annals.
Whoa.
You said negate. I think you mean negate.
Negate.
I'm being pedantic right now.
Well, and if you do this on the radio, I know it's happening at the house.
Negate. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Negate.
Negate. Go ahead.
Negate.
It's your show. You say whatever you want.
Negate. I'm going to say it the way I... See, criticizing right here. Right? You got to stop making your spouse the punchline. You got to stop beating up on them. Because oftentimes when our partner is down, we will kick them. I'm telling you. I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
You got to stop sharing the details of your relationship. See, because if you feel like you're not being heard, you're going to go tell somebody. You're going to speak on it. Many people do that. And next thing you know, people are looking at you different at the grocery store because they know the inside scoop of something they shouldn't know.
Yeah. And what's worse is when you've let it go, they haven't.
Ooh. Jeez. Stop treating your spouse like a child. Because oftentimes the criticism comes with, this marginalization or this making the partner smaller than they really are. Yeah, narcissists get married.
Yeah.
Let's not. they got wedding rings.
Multiple marriages.
Yeah. Oh, God. I'm just saying, if you want to criticize or critique or offer insight to your partner, it has to be done with humility and respect. And I would say empathy. You have to empathize with them and say, look, you need to understand my intent. My only intent is to see you in your best light.
Yeah.
So I would never come to you with anything that would make you feel small, make you feel unheard, make you feel disrespected. Please hear where I'm coming from and the intent behind it.
Yeah.
You should never go out with mismatched hoop rings, earrings. Listen, you should take off 9/10 of the makeup you gotta, because you're beautiful without it, babe. love your real skin. But you got to stop going by Earl Shine before you got to stop getting the full foundation paint.
Not Earl Shine. Paint that car for $39.99.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But you gotta preface it right.
But is that? Are we privy to critiquing our spouse's external? I mean, should we have an opinion about what our spouse wears?
That's one of the most superficial things we do. Yeah. The brother called early. We love Randy from Watts.
Randy Watson.
Randy said she kept herself up. Now, listen, man, that's one of the critiques old school men have. Listen, I got with you. You were a size 3. You had that baby. You went up to size 7. I was thinking about leaving us. But you pulled it together. You saved our love. Yeah. Andy, he did?
Yeah, but he was supposed to meet me, but I was like, you gotta don't meet me.
But do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, like, yeah. I mean, there are a lot of men who are like, I'll leave you if you blubbify.
And I
women too. Let's not act like women don't leave.
But it's different though. You didn't drop 2 or 3 kids. I mean, you can't expect her to go back to the way she was.
A lot of men, hey.
That's not.
A lot of men make women feel horrible.
That's crazy.
Look at you. You're all over the place after these kids. Like, I'm telling you, man.
You gonna eat another slice of pizza?
Another one? Jesus. Reggie, get back in here, brother.
Man, y'all clowning, man. Y'all It's real though. It's real though. The question you asked, man, as far as like women, son, and men, is it easier now? I think it's easier now because sexes or genders are more equal now than they were 30 years ago. And so it's not like such a far way between the two. And really, you know, the social graces that we have between the two genders are different now than before. If you put your hands on your partner, that's a huge no now.
Yeah, you're going to jail.
Yesterday, yeah, it was not acceptable, but it was more allowed yesterday.
Right.
Like 30 years ago. And so, you know, that's just people evolving. I mean, that's evolution right there. So, you know, that's a good thing. The last thing really I wanted to say, man, is if you critique me, don't use hyperbole when you critique me. You know, if you compare your woman to a Buick paint job at Earl Shine, that ain't going to end well for you.
It's
you
not. It's
that's
not.
Going to end well. And everybody knows it because it's like, I mean, come on, you don't like what she's doing, but if you compare it to a Buick, Brian, what you doing?
It's over.
You know
it's over. No,
yeah,
but you raise a great point. Comparison, in the critique, is really toxic.
It's really toxic.
You compare her to another woman.
Yeah.
See, look at your sister. Your sister kept herself together. She had as many kids as you had. Now look at your sister.
A sister bring it down at the church. She got more kids than you.
Do you see what I'm saying? Comparison is very toxic. Reggie, man, great points, brother. Great points, man. Thank you for the call. You brought Austin, Texas in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, you know what you got to do. All you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. We're talking about how to gently, respectfully pull your partner's coattails. Your partner should be your biggest advocate.
Yes.
Your partner should be able to pull your coattails.
Absolutely.
In private.
Yeah.
Your partner, your intimate or your significant other, she should be the inner circle, that first person in the inner circle. If you're the president of you, she should be the vice president.
Absolutely.
She should be able to say, hey, man, you messing up the brand.
Yeah.
Come here.
Now, does her critique, does my critique have to be in line with what you said you wanted for yourself? Or is it okay for it to be for me, what I want for you? Does that make sense?
See, here's the thing. I'm the president and CEO of me.
Yeah.
What I want for me takes precedent.
Sure.
And as my VP of me, you should be trying to help me get to what I want for me. Now, if you come in with some newfangled ideas,
I've been looking at you. I got some ideas.
No, listen.
I've been looking at the schematics of you.
Your whole plan for you is trash.
You're never gonna finish this.
Your VP should be able to bring that to you.
Yeah.
But it's how she brings it to you. When we come forward, we're going to talk to our brother in Atlanta to rebut his girlfriend, ex-girlfriend. Well, they're going to be on fire tonight when we come forward.
Is it good to you? More voice of reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Nah, man, my VP should be able to pull me to the side.
An educational series as we
My VP should be able to say, yo, bro,
playbook in a 5-part series.
Your blueprint for you is off.
Dr. Devarian Baldwin, an award-winning scholar.
Your blueprint is like a teal print right now. Let's get it true blue, because right now it's turquoise. It's a turquoise print.
Last Chance U covers the new world of the college athletes.
You're not following any of it. It's poorly constructed.
Sports world and owner of the McGriff Agency explains.
I wouldn't say this in public, but your whole foundation is shambles.
And last, for the bonus series, we want to give athletes the tools to capitalize from their name and likeness with swimming bronze medalist from the 2021 Paralympics, Jamal Hill.
The teal print.
For the series. It's a live webinar. Questions are welcome. Register on KBLA1580.com.
Niggas was popping back when that record was out.
The rent is too damn high. KBLA joins you in calling for affordable housing. The LA Tenants Union is a diverse, tenant-led movement fighting for the
Hey, we need 2 callers. Can I get it?
The LA Tenants Union demands safe,
2 callers.
housing and union rent
Can I get it?
They organize against landlord
Give us 2 callers.
mass evictions and displacement, and mobilize for the repeal of the Ellis Act and Costa-Hawkins Act. The LA Tenants Union is on a mission to strengthen
I want to hear from some more sisters.
education, advocacy, and direct action. To get help with your eviction or other landlord-tenant issues, take action for justice, or become a member, visit
I'm convinced that if a woman doesn't have
a community call to action from
a
KBLA
reverence,
Top
aka
1580.
fear of you,
The double
How do
steak
you
grilled cheese
think
burrito is back at Taco Bell.
you
And
can-
in case you didn't know, it's stacked. Yeah, packed inside it is a double serving of premium grilled marinated steak and a melted cream cheese layer. Then on top of that,
Well,
it has a layer of
reverence, the
grilled
root
cheese
is
on the outside.
revere.
Yeah, the outside.
Revere,
Why? Probably
fear.
because it refuses to be caged in by the confines of
Reverend,
its tortilla
all of
walls.
that.
Or maybe just to add more
Fear.
cheesy flavor.
Double steak grilled cheese burrito.
Let's pull up my trusty, dusty, handy etymological dictionary. It's kind of fear.
This world has its limits, but in the all-electric Nissan Aria,
Let's look it up.
We've
Revere.
got a world of possibilities. You can leave it all behind in serene interiors. Or you can go after it with available e-Force all-wheel drive. Go your way in the all-new, all-electric Nissan Aria. Nissan Aria with e-Force not yet available for purchase. Expected availability early 2023, subject to change. E-Force all-wheel drive is an optional feature. E-Force cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions.
We got to cover that.
More is the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
I know it's not too ghetto. I know it's not too ghetto. I said I know it's not too ghetto. You better check yourself, respect yourself. You better move yourself because I blow for something. I'll tell you why I have no love. Simply you're not cool enough. For what we have between us. Don't you know you lost my trust?
Hey, this the record. This the record she gonna play when you try to check her. She gonna be like, you gets no love. You gonna try to check her, and this is gonna be the new record.
I can't deal with these anthems, man.
Can't even be my friend.
And she put the color purple on.
Man, jeez.
Everything you touch.
Everything you touch. You disrespected me, boy. Everything gonna fall apart. Now, we had somebody in the chat. You guys hear from him all the time. It's Heru Ali. And he said something that was quite powerful. And I want to bring Nazarene X in on this too, with Tony. He says, I'm convinced that if a woman doesn't have a reverence, aka fear of you, her man, how do you think you can protect her? Now, I don't know if that is on topic or off topic, but how can somebody check you if they scared of you?
Yeah, I don't want my wife to be scared of me.
Nazarene, do you want Tiffany to be scared of you?
That's messed up.
It might be a perfect time to drop it in there. One thing I done heard from one of my uncles is like, you can think what you want, but 2 bullets to the head to change all that.
Wow.
Whoa.
It's violent.
Okay, all right. Is this the episode of Power? What are we doing? What happened? Get rich and die trying video shoot? What?
Plain and simple. Plain and simple, man. So it's like, just keep the step and stay on your square, man.
So
I wouldn't say it's good to have fear. Oh, yeah, go ahead, Al.
No, go ahead, brother. You was answering the question.
Oh, sure. I was saying, like, it's I wouldn't say it's not good to, I wouldn't say it's a good thing to have fear be the driving force or like the guide of your relationship, your individual being, or anything, period. I understand how an aspect of fear can be utilized when you're not running away from it, or basically when you're not letting fear rule over you, yet you're aware of that whole dynamic of perceiving danger and embracing your responsibility to protect yourself, those that you care for, the resources that are for your legacy, etc. You embrace that balance versus running from it. I understand maintaining that. So those that fall in line, like our brother Haru was speaking to, I believe, it's just like, in terms of corrective behavior, again, maybe in simple terms, it's just, again, like if you're aware of who you have on your team, and you're aware of your partner, you don't want to, like, I guess, house an enemy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing to have a prisoner of war.
I see what you're saying.
But you're not, don't fool yourself.
House an enemy. That's deep.
That's good.
House an enemy.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's deep.
So yeah, how you speak on just framing things, keeping things to where they resonate within you and you can make sense of it. But also I was getting back to is that I know it's kind of funny earlier, to tie in that point with Slim, it's like sometimes you gotta recognize when somebody's being, even in legal terms, it's like there's a thing called willful ignorance. So it's just like you can try, or like you can let somebody know something in truth, and at that point, it becomes beyond you if that person is just, they're aware of the truth, but they're deciding to go with their own version of reality, to say the very least, being so-called gentle.
No, I hear you.
People that are voluntarily delusional. So it's like kind of a fine line to walk. And again, I don't want to lean into it too much, but I do feel like one big gem that I got from you years ago that really resonated with me is just about our dynamics and relationships, period.
Did you slip up and say a bad word? I'm trying to rock with you, but
dynamics.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, okay.
So you did,
I
okay.
understand how the truth is offensive to the enemy. Nah, I'm just saying the truth is offensive to the enemy, period. So we're talking this real. It might sound, we could get to the core of it, but what you were speaking to is that it's important for people to be in alignment versus being right all the time.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So like, we don't want to get caught up in correcting our partner and things like that. I think there are healthy ways to do it, but again, why bother at some point? Like sometimes, just to like kind of get back on that whole thing of correcting my girlfriend. It ain't my girlfriend. This and the third. Like it ain't even that. Like Slim in the background of reality been knowing what it was. She just kind of you remember that movie? It's a Tyler Perry movie that they saw with an A with it.
Acrimony.
That's a young call. Yeah, acrimony. Right. So shorty like kind of got like one of them acrimony type mindsets, but it ain't even like the cheating thing. But I've been told her like, cause I deal with it on the real, like you could go the acrimony route all you want, but like in reality, it's gonna be a really short film. So like,
it's a YouTube video.
You understand? It's a YouTube short.
We wanted to speak to, and what Brother Tony was speaking to, like, I understand when somebody speaks to when they want something for themselves, and it's more like accountability partners. I think like that's a healthy way to look at your relationship dynamic, being an accountability partner. So doesn't mean being overbearing, but you are to be that force where it's like, another heavy gem that you spoke to, Brother Tony, was just like, sounds like, or it was Brother Randy too. It sounds like you're a partner speaking to your girl, so like your partner's intention,
right?
Or like their goal is for your success, and it's coming from that type of space. So they may not give you what everybody else, quote unquote, is going to give you on the outside, even if it to the outside world might seem a bit touchy. You know, you being in the thick of it, you understand, you can embrace, you can soak up the gems from it and the good from it.
Right.
So just having that rapport with somebody really helps. But at the end of the day, love is love.
There you go, brother. We appreciate you, Nazarene X, Atlanta, Georgia. Hey, real quick, Tone, where can they follow you? How do they support your books? Everything, brother.
Please follow me on social media, Tony Massey Cooks on Instagram, TikTok, Fanbase, and Facebook. And then you can find all of my books. Just type in Tony Massey in the search bar on Amazon.com.
And it'll all come up. There you go. Listen, again, I just like to have conversations that get people thinking. You want a healthy relationship? You got to be healthy with yourself. You want to have healthy conversations? You got to have healthy conversation with yourself. If you beating yourself up, I'm sure when you start talking to your partner, you're going to beat them up using the same words you use to tear yourself down. Again, somebody on your team has to be able to come to you and correct you when your door is ajar. Remember the old Maximus? Your door is ajar. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? When you off, you gotta have somebody that you trust, that you love, that loves you, that wants to see you win, be able to pull you to the side and say, it's okay. Nobody else knows this. Only I do. And I'm here to tell you before somebody else sees you slipping.
What is that saying? Correct your queen's crown with, or fix your queen's crown without pointing out that it's crooked.
Yeah, don't point it out. Just walk by and nudge her crown, and then elbow her crown. Bow. Just throw a quick. She gonna think you hit her, but no, I'm fixing the crown. Ladies and gentlemen, we started the conversation. You finish it. My brother Danny Morrison is up next. He's gonna keep the fire lit. We on fire tonight, and it's gonna stay lit. Randy gonna say, God damn it, you done came out the house again with your crown crooked. You're disrespecting the legacy. That's why you shit. And you did that with the gold-plated crown, but do that shit with the silver crown. Yeah, he did.
President Trump's legal team doesn't want cameras in the courtroom, but he'll face charges related to a hush money.
Thank you guys. Whoever hit us with that last 60, we appreciate it. Yo, you missed Nazarene. He used the N-word.